Then let's go back to our example. As we learned, we first need to specify the decision variable. Here, the decision variable was the proportion of compound I in the new product. So I would define this as xi, and I would go from 1 to 4. Then next one, we need to specify the objective function. As we say in the previous slide, the objective function would be the total cost of the compounds. So the total cost of compounds comes from the last line of this table. So 20 x1, 30 x2, 20 x3, 15 x4. So 20 x1 incurred from compound 1 and 30 x2 is the cost incurred from compound 2 and etc. And then we are going to minimize this. And then we want to write down the constraint here. Here, the first constraint is the new product consists of 20% of element A, exactly 20%. This element A can come from compound 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I will write down here, because this is a percentage, so instead of writing 20, 30, 20, 40, 20, I will write down as 0.3 x1, 0.2 x2, 0.4 x3, 0.2 x4. Actually, that one is exactly 20%, so that is 0.2. And the next one would be the proportion of element B, that is at least 30%, so 0.3 and greater than equal to. And then the same as the element A, we can write down as 0.2 x1, 0.6 x2, 0.3 x3, and the last one would be 0.4 x4. And the next one is the proportion of element C. So you read this part, right? The third row of the table. 0.4 x1, 0.15 x2, 0.25 x3, and the last one is 0.3 x4. That is greater than equal to 0.2. Okay? And then the proportion of the compounds 1 and 2 cannot exceed 30% and 40% of the new product. So we are going to write down here x1 cannot exceed 0.3 and x2 cannot exceed 0.4. Here, there you go. And then we are also supposed to write down the domain of the decision variables. Here, we cannot find explicit information about the domain of the variable, but we can see that these values, x1, x2, x3, x4, are non-negative. So this is the complete form of the mathematical formulation. It might be confusing at the first time, but if you keep practicing, you can write down any mathematical model formulation easily. And if you want me to solve some problems or write down the mathematical model formulation, please leave them in the comments. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.